အားလုံးမင်္ဂလာပါ Mr. PR Mahendra ရဲ့ Da Vinci Resolve Color Grading Training ကနေပြီးတော့ကြိုးဆိုပါတယ်
Good afternoon everyone. So last class we Yeah, good evening everyone. So last class we seen about color grading of Da Vinci Resolve. So in the Da Vinci Resolve we have seen the media page. So what all it's gonna do and what all things, how the shot importing and viewer and what is the media storage and everything we have seen in. Now we're gonna see about preferences. Project setting we have to sorry. We have to see about project settings right now.
အားလုံးမင်္ဂလာပါရှေ့ရသင်ခန်းစာတွေမှာတော့ media page အကြောင်းနဲ့ interface အကြောင်းရှင်းပြပေးပါပြီအခု project setting အကြောင်းကိုစပြီးတော့ရှင်းပြပေးပါမယ်
So now the project setting we have to mainly have to concentration. We have already while be creating a timeline we have set everything this one. So we have set everything. If you have a STA monitor you have to set whatever your STA monitor configuration is. So right now I just keep in 24 and full. And then if you see it's a proxy files, so whichever its contents, if you are working in proxy you can give an option over there. Otherwise it automatically catches the transitions and compositing. If you have done something it will be automatically catch your timeline here. So it's the working folder that all the catches where it's gonna save. The still gallery means the whatever you graded you can save as a still and all your color metadata will be on that still. So you can apply to any shots. So that still preference where it's saving you can see here. And this is common thing. This one not important for us. Mainly just keep it always near and standard faster and motion range will be like medium.
ခုမြင်တဲ့အတိုင်း project setting တွေမှာ master setting ရဲ့ function တွေကိုတွေ့ရမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ် timeline format ကိုကြိုတင်ပြီးတော့ရွေးချယ်ထားလို့ရတယ် video monitor ပိုင်းစသဖြင့် preference တွေကိုကြိုတင်ပြီးတော့ရွေးချယ်ထားလို့ရမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
So next we are going to come for image scaling. So these are image scaling. These are defaulted. Don't change this one. So keep it like it is. And this is the important thing. So some of the footage you shoot in 2K, some of the shoot in 4K. So you want everything should be equally in same of your timeline page. So either you need to center crop with no resizing or scale full frame with crop if you are going on CinemaScope, and scale entire image with fit width, so it will easier, and stitch all the frame into the corners of the project settings. So mainly we use only a scale image center because we used to work in anamorphic, so it will be like entirely like you have to entire image fit. Okay, it will be like it will top and bottom it will be automatically cropped.
image scaling option ဖြစ်ပါတယ် image scaling option ကတော့မိမိရဲ့ video အသုံးပြုတဲ့ shot တွေကိုမိမိရဲ့ timeline နဲ့ကိုက်ညီအောင်အမျိုးမျိုးပြုပြင်ပြီးတော့ရွေးချယ်နိုင်တဲ့ function ပါပါတယ် import scaling ဆိုတဲ့ function မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီ clip တစ်ခုလုံးကိုလက်ရှိသုံးနေတဲ့ timeline ထဲမှာ fitting ချဒီ quality ဝင်အောင်ရွေးချယ်ပြီးလို့ရတယ်နောက်ပြီးတော့ crop လုပ်ပြီးတော့မှ scale ကိုပြုပြင်လို့ရတယ်နောက်ဒီ resolution ကဒီတင်းငယ်ဒီဖြစ်စေပို့ပြီးတော့ကြီးတာမြင့်တာဖြစ်စေဒီထဲမှာရွေးချယ်ပြီးတော့မှ timeline နဲ့ကိုက်ညီအောင်ကြိုတင်ပြီးတော့အခုဒီနေရာမှာ menu ကနေပြီးတော့လာပြီးတော့ရွေးထားလို့ရမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
So second option is output scaling. So in that you can match the same timeline what you have done. Otherwise you can change your output. This is only for the viewer, not for the output setting. Whenever you rendered, it render with your project setting only. This is output scaling only for the viewing thing. So if I'm matching this, I just need to just keep my project file in HD. So I just want to keep it in output. I have to see in scope, means just give customize, and you can give the resolution. And you can keep it, and you should it's the same option what you got, so it will be like full frame with crop. So this is the setting of the output for the monitor purpose only, not for the output.
ဒါ output scaling ဖြစ်ပါတယ် accurate output အတွက်မဟုတ်ပါဘူး preview ကြည့်ရုံအတွက်ပဲ setting ကိုကြိုပြီးတော့ရွေးချယ်ထားတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်နောက်ပြီးတော့ဒီ import scaling နဲ့ဒီရွေးချယ်နိုင်တဲ့ menu function တွေကတူရဲဆိုတာတွေ့နိုင်ပါတယ်
So and you can have, if you have like super scale, you want like super scale because your monitor is showing just only one content, maybe you can zoom it or keep it in auto or keep it in none. So it depends upon the how the STA monitor you have that. So based on that, the output scaling will be work on that.
ဒီလိုရွေးချယ်တဲ့နေရာမှာအသုံးပြုမဲ့ monitor ကြည့်ဒီ preview ကြည့်မဲ့ monitor တွေနဲ့ချိန်ညှိပြီးတော့ရွေးချယ်ဖို့လိုပါတယ်
So next we're going to come into color management. So this is the color science. So DaVinci have given a default color science ORGB and DaVinci ORGB color manage. So I'll explain this one. It will automatically take all the favorite all the color profiles on it. So when you select it, manage it, and you can use different separate for input and output, how you want to give a change a color or what setting you can. It's based on the camera and how they shoot it, maybe you can that. So once you shoot in Rec 709, maybe I want to do in Rec 709, you can do it, and or maybe like you can keep it default and remove this separate one, and timeline color space will be Rec 709 and gamma 2.4. So this is a common setting for everyone uses, and they use some gamma 2.2 also, some of the colorists. So it depends on the how you work and what kind of calibrated monitor you got. So based on that, you have to set this one.
အခုမြင်နေရတဲ့ color space and transform ဆိုတဲ့ဒီ page မှာဒီ setting မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင် color science menu မှာကြိုပြီးတော့ DaVinci Resolve ရဲ့ default color space ကိုရွေးနိုင်ပါတယ်ဒါက color profile တွေအားလုံးကိုကြိုတင်ပြီးတော့ထည့်ပေးထားတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်တစ်ခုရွေးလိုက်တာနဲ့သူ့နဲ့သက်ဆိုင်တဲ့ profile တွေက menu ပေါ်မှာ menu တွေမှာအကုန်လုံးဒီ setting ချိန်မိသားဖြစ်နေမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ် color science ကိုရွေးပြီးချိန်မှာလည်းပဲ timeline color space ကိုထပ်ပြီးတော့ပြောင်းချင်လည်းပြောင်းနိုင်ပါသေးတယ်
So this is two options, ORGB and ORGB color manage. You can have each and every limit input, you can change it. The timelines color space, you can change it. Output, I want output should be like Rec 70, not gamma 2.4. Let me give it like gamma 2.2. So it's based on your monitor and project and camera and what color space they shooted. Depends on that, you have to work on it. And some of the colorists already they have been working in lot of projects, they know how to work on that. So it just need to get practice with all the different profiles and how the color reacts it. So it will be easier to once you understand working on your own self. So these are the output. So I just want to do output color space. I'll work on Rec 709. My output color gamut will be like DCA setup. Maybe it will be like you work in that and your output will be in DCA setup, so it will render that. And if you have like any mapping or sample luminance mapping, if you want to do, you can do it. So other than just no need to do this. Apart from if you know all the settings on the camera and of the projects or the DOP, once I shooted in this, so he wants to manage the colors like this, he want to try something on this, because he shoot in camera in different color. In camera also same, these profiles will be there, so they're gonna adjust that settings and they're gonna shoot on that, and that they'll come in the post and they're gonna enhance the colors.
Camera မျိုးကနေရယူလာတဲ့ shot တွေကိုဒီရောင်မချိန်မီမှာခုလိုမျိုး color space ကိုကြိုပြီးတော့ရွေးချယ်ထားလို့ရပါတယ် input နဲ့ output ကိုတညီတည်းထားမယ်ဆိုရင်လည်းရပါတယ်တစ်မျိုးစီထားမယ်ဆိုရင်လည်းမိမိစိတ်ကြိုက်ကြိုတင်ပြီးတော့ရွေးချယ်ပြောင်းလဲထားလို့ရပါတယ်
Okay, Next, we're gonna jump into ACS CC and ACS CCT. Okay, ACS CC is just the latest version, and ACS CCT it takes upgraded version latestly. So now every company is working on, every color is now started working on this comfortable thing, because you have a lot of range of space in a color you can work in this. So especially like latest one is 103, 1.10 and 1.1. So now 1.1 is the latest one. So you see like this won't be activated if you are working in YRGB. So it will be like you can give the color space. So when you are working in ACS, you get an ACS separate options over here. So if your camera is in a red, you can select it here in a red, and you can give a profile to an entire timeline, and output transform into which output you want to transform. So let me select my output should be like Rex 709. So and node LUTs. So this is the LUT one, the timelines place you want to be a linear or a node LUTs in. You want to be like, if you are working in a log, you can give a linear. If you're not working in a log, so just you can give a timeline space. And special, this is a master setting of HDRI. So if you are giving a HDRI output, so you need to select this, and you need to give the HDR exact value of that, how you want to give that HDR value for the online purpose, and HDR monitor, HDRI projectors. You can give any settings, depends upon the values, then only you can give this setting, or you can keep just click it and keep it in. This is the standard format, so it's in 1000, so you can keep this one also.
အခုရွေးချယ်ထားတဲ့ color space ကတော့ ACS 1.1 ဖြစ်ပါတယ်။ဒါကနောက်ဆုံးပေါ် color profile ဖြစ်ပါတယ်။အဲ့ဒီ color profile ကိုသုံးပြီးတော့မှ output မှာလည်းပဲ ACE နဲ့ကိုက်ညီမဲ့ option တွေကိုထပ်ပြီးတော့ရွေးချယ်လို့ရပါတယ်။
So let me show. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
တကယ်လို့ HDR output ကိုချိတ်ဆက်ထားတယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အောက်ဆုံးမှာတွေ့ရတဲ့ HDR mastering ဆိုတဲ့ option ကိုလည်းရွေးထားပေးရပါမယ်။အဲ့ဒီ option မှာဒီ 1000 ကတော့ default setting ဖြစ်ပါတယ်။ Please.
Yes. So Dolby Vision, we don't want to see in the colors right now in this. Maybe like we can come to HDRI. If you have HDRI like 10 plus monitors, so you can enable that, or enable the HDRI 10 plus monitor when you are working on a big monitor, like HDRI is there in that. Maybe you can enable it and you can work on it. Otherwise just keep enabled it. And this is lookup table. So if you have a like a 1D lookup table or 3D lookup table, so CCLT and what CCLT you got, so these are the individuals of the monitor what you get. You can install your profile calibrated profile in this. So this is a new one, CTL. It's a new format that it's gonna take a few more days, maybe like next year it will be like CCTL will be there. There will be no LUT will be there, everything will becomes on CCTL. So these are the monitors. So this is like input lookup table and output lookup table, and this is for the monitor, video monitor. It's become on a monitor lookup table. And if you have a color profile, so you can use your color profile to view in a perfect monitor. So exactly what you see in theater, you can see it here, and you can grade it easily.
ဒီ output preview ကြည့်ဖို့အတွက်ကို monitor များကို input table output table ဆိုပြီးတော့ color lookup table တွေကိုကြိုပြီးတော့ရွေးချယ်ထားလို့ရပါတယ် NUT ဆိုတာတော့ lookup table ကိုရည်ညွှန်းတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
So and you can see update list and open LUT folder. So when you select LUT folder, it opens this. You have a lot of profiles, color profile LUTs will be there. So you can see there. So Blackmagic's color profile, it will convert your colors like film to video and 4K to film to Rex 709. You have different color cubes over there, so you can use different format for that. And if you have some other LUT, just copy here and just close it and just update the list, so it will be on your project.
Update list ကနေပြီးတော့လည်းပဲဒီမိမိရဲ့ computer ထဲမှာ store လုပ်ထားတဲ့ lookup table တွေရှိခဲ့လို့ရှိရင်ခေါ်ပြီးတော့သုံးလို့ရပါတယ် update ကနေပြီးတော့ဒီတောင်းယူပြီးတော့မှ menu function မှာရွေးချယ်ပြီးတော့အသုံးပြုရမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
There's a broadcast safe. This is IRI level, so we don't need right now because it's work on the older broadcast system like in a tape version. So right now, make sure when you are working in ACS, don't select this broadcast safe. Otherwise, your color science will be a different look, and it will be like you won't get the proper colors when you are working. So try to avoid this when you are working on ACS. So if you are working in ORGB, so no need to select that, it will be automatically enabled that. So right now I'm going to show in different two format, one is ACS, one is ORGB, how the color reacts in that. So I'll show you the input once the end of this project setting we finishes. And this is generate software, generate soft clip LUT. You can export your LUT here, and you can give all your percentage of maximum data level, how many video level, how much you want to give it. So it's just you select some, if you grade something, just I need to save this profile as a LUT table, you can generate LUT, and it will save you on a linear soft clip. So it's save on your automatic files where you see here, open LUT folder, it will save here. And you can analyze the pattern, you have to generate LUT, and you can generate LUT here if your import the folder is empty name, so you can give some any other name, like I'm telling MPI LUT. So it will save as a generate LUT, and it analyze the pattern and everything, and it will be saved over here. It will be saved over here, whatever you generate here. So it depends upon the projects. Once you finish the one project, maybe like another project, if you want to, you can save it as less LUT, and you can keep it in entire project, and you can just use it as a LUT as your whatever you have previously graded.
ဒီနေ့ setting မှာဆိုရင် ACES နဲ့ YRGB အကြောင်းကိုဦးစားပေးပြီးပြောသွားပါတယ်အခု setting တွေကိုစိတ်ကြိုက်ပြောင်းပြီးတဲ့အခါမှာ save လုပ်ထားလို့ရပါတယ် generate ဆိုတဲ့ဒီ generate LUT ကနေပြီးတော့မှရွေးပြီးတော့မှမိမိရဲ့ hard disk ထဲမှာ save လုပ်ထားလို့ရပါတယ်နာမည်ကိုတော့ MPI LUT လို့ပေးထားပါတယ်
And one more, this is soft clip LUT, and this is analyzed pattern LUT. So you have to save different one, which you want to go for a soft clip, or you want to just save it in a pattern one. That's one you have to remember when you are working. So this one, it generates the analyze the pattern what you graded one. Otherwise, this one is like you can give the values of the video level values, how much you want to do, like maximum, like I just want to like 1024, and just I'm doing a video level, it should be like 90. So you can save this, and it will be like you want to clip something, and how much percentage you want to clip, and you can select it here. It depends upon how you work on your profiles, and then you can save it. Yeah. So next we're gonna see about general options. So these are the general options. So here we no need to change anything maximum. So it will be like when you are working, you can understand that. So majorly like these are the timeline, limit timeline, ignore first character, real name, etc. If you import a EDL, so how to sort the things, sort timeline, and these are like just time code when you import a EDL. These are the options. When you import a EDL, it automatically shows that all these options when you write. But right now I am just not importing the EDL. Right now I just have my own timeline right now. So next we're gonna skip into directly like camera raw. So next camera raw, you can see like different cameras. Okay, you see like Ariel XA, Blackmagic raw, and Canon raw, Cinema DNG, and Panasonic Viacam raw, and Phantom series, Red, and Sony raw. So these are the major cameras which use in films to make a movie. So right now I'm gonna I have some red footages with me. So let me go with the red footages right now. So let me see, you can see like decode quality, bit depth, time code and decode using. Okay, so now I'm going to use like, let me give it a full premium, because this is like only for the premium, it renders in a full res. Whatever you shoot in 4K, it will render in. If you change here like off or good, so same resolution will come in when you are exporting also. So try to keep full premium, or when you are having when you have lower window of machines, so it will be like you can change it like quarter or good off good. And when you are exporting output, you should be keep like, this is a important thing, you should keep at a full premium, then only it will render as a full res premium output you get it. And then you can see the different depth of the camera. So normally movies will do in 10 bit only, so you can use as a 10 bit. And there's a time code, you have a two times code in this, one is like absolute and edge time code. So both are absolute time code will defaultly comes in camera, and edge time code is just manually will select the, because depends upon the scenes, they can manually this time code they can adjust it in camera edge code. So now we not going to use the time codes right now. And you can see like they have in a camera, you have a red default, whatever you shoot in camera in whatever settings, so you can change it. I want to import in a red camera default, or camera metadata, whatever you shoot in live, so that same metadata will come here. Or you want to create a new project setting, you can create a new project setting here, and it will be like, I'll show you two different things. So red default, if I show, so this is the red default color. Okay, you can see this is the red default color. So now I'm going to change into camera metadata. See, can you see in the wide range of colors?
red camera footage ဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့် red ဆိုတဲ့ option ကိုရွေးထားပြီးတော့ဒီ red camera ဆိုတဲ့ဒီ coding နဲ့ camera raw ဆိုတဲ့နှစ်ခုကွာခြားမှုကိုနှိုင်းယှဉ်ပြပေးတာဖြစ်ပါတယ် camera metadata နဲ့ဒီ red camera ရဲ့ menu ရဲ့ဒီအကြောင်းပေါ်မှာတက်ရောက်မှုရှိတဲ့ပုံစံကိုနှိုင်းယှဉ်ပြပေးတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
Just wait a second, just let me go back to my DaVinci has been crashed. So let me keep it in low resolutions, maybe you can see the color changing over there. So example, I'm changing here, I'll come to the same shot. So let me change into like red, let me change it to off res. Okay, so now you can see the default color, this is a red default color. And you can work on this also, or you can work on camera metadata, whatever they shooted on a live location, it will be like this. You can work on it, you can enhance the footage from this, and you have a separate option. You can also keep this camera setting here itself directly. So whatever the camera settings you got, everything you got here. So majorly this is the camera decode setting, and this is the project setting. So you want to apply a metadata curve, it depends upon how the metadata curve has been used in this location. So always keep it in original or like legacy, anything is fine. This is a color science, just try to keep it in original. And legacy is a new format that it gives you more range of colors which work for you. And this is all the default color space for red camera. So normally I used to work in red color 4, and gamma and gamma curve is this is the gamma curve. So you can have gamma range like 1, 2, 3. These are the default profiles from it comes in red camera. In red also they'll red also supplying this default color tones. So normally I used to work in red lock, so I'll usually work on red lock films. And then blended, no need to change anything. And this is the this is apply curve and debarring setting, and this is embed audio. So no, when you are working on color, you no need to apply this. So if you want to, if the cameraman wants, I just applied a metadata curve in camera. So can you do that and work on it? They will ask you for that. So it will be easier to work when the cameraman have done settings in curve, settings in camera. So when the same output, it will come here in a curve here. So when I save it, it will automatically changes into a log footage. So now it's a wide range of colors. So this is a log footage. So this you can see all the not burning things too much. So normally movies will work in log formats, that will gives you a more wide range of colors to enhance, to play around in colors.
That project setting မှာဆိုရင် color sense မှာ legacy ဆိုတဲ့ format ကအသစ်ဖြစ်ပါတယ်။ နောက် color space မှာဆိုရင် red ကိုပဲထားပါတယ် red color full ထားပါတယ် gamma curve မှာတော့ red clock ကိုထားပါတယ် audio အတွက်ကိုဒီ option တွေကိုရွေးပေးထားစရာမလိုပါဘူး color correction အတွက်ဖြစ်ပါတယ် ဒါပေမဲ့ apply metadata curve ကိုကြိုပြီးတော့ရွေးထားဖို့လိုပါတယ် အဲ့တော့ဒီမှာမြင်ရတော့ဒီက project setting နဲ့ decoder setting တွေဖြစ်ပါတယ် ဒီမှာ setting ကိုပြင်ပြီးတဲ့အခါမှာ save ကိုရွေးလိုက်တာနဲ့မိမိအယောင်ပြင်မဲ့ဒီ shot မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင် color တခါတည်း apply ဖြစ်ပြီးသားကိုတွေ့နိုင်ပါတယ်
And once you selected this one for not for individual clips, this is for entire timeline what we are setting up. So individual clip, when you are going a color, it will be, I'll show you that. So next we're gonna come to decode setting. So if your footage is so noisy, maybe you can give noise denoise here itself, and like medium and strong. So let me give mild one, so it will be easier to denoise, no need to denoise for very often. So it will be like little softer, you can get it here, and it will be easier for you to grade and work on it.
အခု decoder setting project setting ပြင်တဲ့အခါမှာ timeline တစ်ခုလုံးမှာရှိတဲ့ clip တွေရဲ့အပေါ်မှာအားလုံးပေါ်မှာတညီတဲ့တက်ရောက်မှုရှိသွားတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်တစ်ခုချင်းကိုဘယ်လိုပြင်ရမယ်ဆိုတာတော့ဆက်ပြီးတော့ရှင်းပြပေးမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
So these settings we can use manually first for the one shot. After that you can keep entirely, and you can keep in every shot of that location. It will be easier to work on it. So maximum don't try to change this. Just keep it as it is, as came in camera. It will be easier to work and play around in camera. So this F flat is white value, and contrast and saturation you can increase here, and shadows and brightness and details of the input, and brightness you want to increase more, little more, you can do it here. If I do it, the entire timeline will be like brighter. So normally I won't do that. So suppose depends upon the shot analyzes, then only you can play around in this. So when your project setting, don't try to change anything in this.
တစ်ခုချင်းမှာလည်းပြင်နိုင်တာတွေကလှုပ်ဆောင်နိုင်တာတွေအများကြီးရှိတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့် decoder setting မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အခု denoise မှာ mild ကိုထားတယ် image share detail မှာ height ကိုထားတယ်ကျန်တဲ့ option တွေကိုတိတ်အပြောင်းလဲတွေတိတ်အများကြီးမလုပ်ပါနဲ့လို့အကြံပြုထားပါတယ်
And this is the main thing. So this camera they shooted in ISO. We're gonna go there and we're gonna check it here. So you see now project setting clip. So they shooted in 320 ISO. Some shot they shooted in different ISOs. So they shooted everything in 320 only. So we no need to select the 321. So let me go to the project settings. So every shot is light. I don't have any fine treatment. You can change your ISO here. So if they are saying like I want just keep like 800 ISOs, select this, and if you deselect it, it won't apply. If you select it, it will apply. So just changing here, so it will see. You can see here, and you can it becomes an 800 ISO, whatever settings in camera you keep. So same setting you can change it here also. So let me keep as a default setting to 320, whatever they shooted in that. So let me keep it in 320 so you can see it, and you can adjust the exposure also and color temperature also. Example, I need little more exposure, like I need just one more point of exposure I want to keep. Okay, because I don't have that much space I can keep it in live location. You can keep it here. Once you can see little more exposure, you can keep it here in a camera, and it will be like more metadata will be there, more detail you can get it from this, and it will be easier to play around in the color. So and you have that color temperature. So if you want like little more bluer feel, warmer feel, you can keep it. Like a scent, like a tone feel you want to go, you can go it with it. And if you don't like it, so you can remove this and just exposure, just deselect it if you selected it. And tint is just magenta, and it will makes you like magenta and green. So adjust the green. So if you see here, I'm just decreased it, so it looks magenta colors right now. Now if I increase, it will increase the green tint. Okay, so these are the tint, you understand that. So normally I'll keep 0 for the tint, I won't change anything. So these are the basic camera setting, but you have same kind of metadata you can find in Arri and Blackmagic and Canon RAW. So every camera have different color profiles will be there. According to that, if you work it, so your output will be more information, and you can play around with color, more beautiful. You can show to the audience of the people, and you can work with directors and DOPs. It will be easier to work with whatever they have mood of colors they are having in the mind. So right now we have a lot of cameras here. Just go and check it around this settings and all. You'll be understanding more about it.
The camera raw setting တွေအတွက်ကိုကြိုပြီးတော့ရွေးချယ်ထားနိုင်တဲ့ setting တွေပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်
So and then capture and playback. For this we don't if you have a capture deck, you can capture it. So otherwise no need to worry about this one. This is just and subtitles. You can need, if you load a subtitles, how much seconds per line you will be there. So all this subtitle characters things. And Fairlight is for audio setting. So we don't work on audio setting. So Fairlight is audio, subtitle, and capture and playback. So these are just to analyze. Just check in YouTube, just capture and playback in video tape. So you can find it they have a proper deck to record it on a tape. So it's the previous version of broadcasting systems. So when they color grade it here, and they'll capture in directly to the tape, and they'll take it to the TV studios. They will play in tape. Right now the technology has improved, so they're going to take some MOV files and they're going to play back in their broadcast studios. So yes.
Sorry. အခု channel setting တွေမှာတော့ capture နဲ့ playback က broadcast station တွေမှာဒီ shot တွေကို capture ဖမ်းယူပြီးတော့မှပြန်ပြီးတော့ playback ဒီစနစ် tape ပေါ်မှာပြောင်းလဲလုပ်တဲ့အခါမှာဒီ capture setting ကိုအသုံးပြုရမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ် subtitle ကတော့ type တဲ့အသုံးပြုဖို့ဖြစ်ပါတယ် Fairlight ကတော့ audio အတွက် setting တွေပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်
So you can select it under here, and then you can start working it. So these are the project setting you have to give. Main is camera metadata and color management and master setting. These three things you have to concentration on when you are creating a project before starting to grading. So these are the important things you have to learn it. So right now I am just keeping my ORGB color space. So let me go on, save the settings. It will be saved. So right now whatever we change, it's saved into like ORGB settings, but the thing is the camera setting is still in log. So you can change, you can use like different log system on this, and it will be easier. So while grading, I'll let you know. So next tab we're gonna come it. So media we completed. Cut and edit are similar. It's easier to work. You get lot of space to work on editing while you are doing it. So it will be like easier to working over in the editing system. For if you can do directly edit it, and you can do same thing, and it will be like faster, and you have more space in the screen to work on it. So that's what they founded it. So, and you can see that they have a edit page also. It's like small page, like after you editing you have to add some effects and second layer, or you want to give some transitions, those kind of things. Like you have a lot of transitions over here, like FX library. It will be easier to use some of the transition over here. And they have an index page. Index places whatever the timeline duration of this shot, like which timeline it is, what exact time code is there, or look at your transition, dissolve. So you can select here directly, it will go to that shot. So which time code, just I need little more, 2 more seconds, you want to correct it, means you can correct it here for the fine tuning purpose. And this all the editing, there is a timeline, there is a video timeline, there is the audio timeline. You can import audio, how many tracks also you can import it, add a track, you can import how much, as much as tracks you can. So right now we have only few timeline, we don't want to more space on this, so you can have an option to change over here, and you can select audio to be here and keeps lot of layers, and you can work on lot of audio layers here.
ခုနက project setting ကိုရှင်းပြတဲ့အချိန်မှာ media page မှာ clip တွေကိုဒီပြောင်းလဲမှုကိုရှင်းပြခဲ့ပြီးဖြစ်ပါတယ်ခုဆက်သွားမှာက cut နဲ့ edit page ပါသူတို့နှစ်ခုရဲ့လုံဆောင်ပုံသဘောတဘာဝတော်တော်လေးတူပါတယ်ခုဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီ metadata နဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့တစ်ခုချင်းစီမှာအသေးစိတ်မြင်နိုင်တယ်နောက် timeline ထဲမှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လည်းပဲ video track audio track အနေနဲ့ဒီတက်ရွေးထားလို့ရတယ်track တွေအသေးဖွင့်ခြင်းနဲ့ဆိုရင်လည်းဖွင့်လို့ရတယ်စသဖြင့်တော်တော်လွယ်လွယ်ကူကူလှုပ်ဆောင်နိုင်တာကိုပြသမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
So then you have seen this imported metadata bin folder. So once you edit in cut, the bin file will be here. So you can have options like whatever add bin, so you can add bin here and you can load import here, or you can select here also, just drag and drop. So example, once I'm doing some cuts here, like a long working process, so I'm gonna just put it here, and so just select it, and just you can use particular portion, and it will be easier to work. The same thing you can do it in edit also. You can see like it will be easier to see the frame, exact frame you can work. You have a thumbnail here, so let me cut.
အခုမြင်ရတာ cut page ဖြစ်ပါတယ် timeline ပေါ်မှာဒီ click ရဲ့ frame ကိုတစ်ခုချင်းစီမြင်ရမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်အသေးစိတ်တိဖြတ်နိုင်တဲ့ဒီ page
and
ဖြ
you
စ်ပါတ
can
ယ်
see like here also the audio will be there, and you can cut it here, or you can work on it here also. So based on your how you want to footage content is there, but you can work on it. So just randomly I just drag and drop the footages from media from the bin, so it's easier to drag and work on it. And these are the edits major. Once you go into edit, you can understand that it's like similar like Premiere only. So next we're going to see about Fusion. Fusion is a like, you know about Fusion software. So before it was an separate software, now they have integrated in DaVinci. So you can do all the compositing work and computer graphic work, you can do it in this. So if you know the Fusion, you can do it in one step, and this is like node basis. So we are not going into that, we're gonna just I'm just telling information of this software right now. And next we go into the color page. So can you see like these are the color page. When you open when you see the color DaVinci, you can see the color tab, and you can go see, you can, this is the interface of the color.
အခု edit page ပြီးသွားတဲ့အချိန်မှာသူ့ရဲ့ညာဘက်မှာ fusion page ဖြစ်ပါတယ် fusion page ကိုမှာတော့ note တွေကိုအသုံးပြုပြီးတော့မှဒီအယောင်ပြင်းဒီအထူးပြုလုပ်ချက်တွေကိုထည့်သွင်းတဲ့စနစ်ကိုသုံးတာဖြစ်ပါတယ် fusion ရဲ့ညာဘက်မှာတော့ color page ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဒါကအခုမြင်ရတာ color page ရဲ့ layout ပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်
And you can see this is the gallery window. When you select it, it will go, this is gallery window, and this is LUT window, and this is media pool storage, and this is timeline. You see,
ဒီဘက်က gallery ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဒုတိယက let ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ညာဘက်မှာ media pool ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ညာဘက်အစွန်းဆုံးက tab ကတော့ timeline ဖြစ်ပါတယ်
and you can see like clips. So if you want to see timeline over here, you can select it, and there's an option also is that you have lot of options. So just show me like flagged clips. So like I'm selecting already, I'm selecting only green select. So these are the green selected clips. You can directly you can go and check out these shots. So which are you want to grade first. So always just no flag and just unselect it, and then you can show all clips, and then you have like all the group tracks and everything will be there in this. So just go through it when you are working in, and if you have any matte notes, just select a clip, just I'm selected this clip only. So just always just for your working process it will be easier, just I'm selecting this clip, so just I'm selected clips. You can have multiple clips also. So I want this clip, I want this clip, I want this clip to work. So you can selected clips.
မိမိရဲ့ clip တွေကိုအမှတ်အသားလုပ်ထားတဲ့ပုံမှာမူတည်ပြီးတော့ clip menu ကနေပြီးတော့ drop down menu ကနေရွေးချယ်လိုက်လို့ရှိရင် clip တွေကိုစစ်ဆေးလို့ရပါတယ်အရောင်နဲ့အမှတ်အသားလုပ်ထားတာမျိုးဆိုရင်လည်းဒီရွေးလို့ရပါတယ်နောက်ပြီးတော့ clip ကို selection မှတ်ပြီးတော့မှလည်းဒီ timeline ထဲမှာခြံထားလို့ရပါတယ်ညာဘက်မှာ note ဆိုတဲ့ဒီ panel တွေတစ်ခုချင်းပေါ်မှာထိလိုက်တာနဲ့ panel ကိုဒီဖွင့်တာပိတ်တာရပါတယ်ဘာထူးခြားလဲဆိုတော့ဒီအလုပ်လုပ်ဖို့အတွက်နေရာပို့ပြီးတော့ရတာမျိုးဖြစ်ပါတယ်
So then we have can you see like node. So DaVinci works on node basis, so you can see like add one node how much you can. So on node basis DaVinci will work on it, not on a layer basis. This is like node basis, but you can see the timeline layer over here. So whenever you create a node, so it will be like color corrector one, you can see like layers here also will be, but it most probably you have to work in nodes. That's a node over here. When you select it, it will be disabled. So you can see that timeline node. This is like you can see like two highlights over here. One is like timeline, one is like clip. So this one is like individual clip. Okay, and when you select this, the entire timeline is you can add it. Okay, example I'm going to show one. So let me see. Let me show like so entire timeline will be like same color. So if I off this, every shot will be off. So this is only for entire timeline. If you need to add some final touching of colors, so you can use this node. Otherwise you can work on a clip node and it will be like easier. So example I'm just going to select, I'm just giving a little saturation. Yeah. So you can see only this particular shot will be like I have the color, so other shots there's no color, still remains same. So these are the node layers. You can give how many node and you can get your whatever your color of mode you can get it. You want to get it, so you can use this nodes and add nodes and you can work on it. So in this node you have a lot of options. While we are working like primary and secondary colors, we will be knowing that, and internal colors, so it will be easier to know, understand that by the time.
ညာဘက်ပေါ်တောင်မှာဒေါက်လေးနှစ်ခုရှိပါတယ်ဘယ်ဘက်ကတစ်ခုက clip ကိုဒီရွေးဒီအဓိကထားပြီးတော့အလုပ်လုပ်မယ်လို့ပြောချင်တာပါညာဘက်ကတော့ timeline တစ်ခုလုံးကိုဒီရွေးချယ်ပြီးတော့အလုပ်လုပ်မယ်လို့ပြောချင်တာပါအခုဒီလိုမျိုးရွေးချယ်စရာ option တွေအများကြီးနဲ့လုပ်လို့ရတာပို့ပြီးတော့ဒီအရောင်ပြင်ဆင်ခြင်းမှာလွယ်ကူစေတယ်ဆိုတာကို colorist ကပြောချင်တာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
and you have a same like how much smaller. If you have a lot of nodes, you can have smaller one on. Or if you have only few nodes, you can keep like big nodes over here. So normally keep it here. And this is the options that switching clips and show timeline. Selected last node. So it's just when you are working, just wanted to adjust the nodes, means just go to the first node and adjust our last node to our same node whatever you selected. So this is the options when you are working it. Normally you don't want to change anything, you can select yourself and you can work on it. It will be easier method. And then you can see like open FX. You can see like open FX. So you can have lot of plugins over here. So DaVinci have default some plugins, so you can use that. So example, I'm going to use some blur, so maybe you can see it, like I'm using some glow. You can have that colorful glow on that. Maybe I'll go for it, this one. So you can have that, glow on it, and it will be easier, and you can see that image or the glow. So it's a shiny region. You can give like, you can have option. Just like plugin you work in After Effects or another thing similar like it, you can directly you can use it here, and you can, a lot of plugins is there, and you can just go and just look at of this. It will be easier.
အခုမြင်နေရတာ DaVinci Resolve ရဲ့ default လည်းဖြစ်ပြီးတော့ plugin အနေနဲ့အသုံးပြုနိုင်တဲ့ effect folder ပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ် effect panel ပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ် open fh လို့ဒီအမည်ရပါတယ်ပြီးတော့ဒီသုံးချင်တဲ့ effect တွေကိုဒီထဲမှာလွယ်လွယ်ကူကူရှောက်ဖိပြီးတော့မှ apply လုပ်လို့ရတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
So next we're going to see the viewer. So you can see when you right click it, you have different options over here. Okay, you can see like grab still, so it will save to your gallery, and you can have grab all stills from first frame or middle frame, or grab missing stills. So what are the missings, you can take it, and show reference wipe. So when this is a reference wipe, either you can select here or you can select here. So this is like either you can see here. So this is the base. We'll just given a contrast and little saturation. This is the raw input, and just look at it here. You can wipe and check what is the input and output. You can easily check it. And this is the show reference wiper. You see here like show reference wiper. This is the icon of that, and this is like when you are working on versions, you can have multiple versions. Maybe you can select that, and you can have different highlights album from selected albums, from selected clips. So you can have the different selection over here and selected grades over here, and you can match it, and you can see version and original. Like this is a version 1, and just going to apply this. Great. So you can see side by side. Is it easier to match the what is the variations that you have got it?
ခုမြင်နေရတာဒီအရောင်ပြင်းနဲ့ shop ရဲ့အပြောင်းလဲကိုကြည့်ဖို့အတွက် viewer ဖြစ်ပါတယ် viewer ပေါ်မှာ right click နှိပ်ပြီးတော့မှ grab state ကိုရွေးလိုက်လို့ရှိရင်အဲ့ဒီပြင်ပြီးသားအရောင်အတွက်ကို memory အနေနဲ့ gallery ထဲမှာမှတ်ပေးထားတာဖြစ်ပါတယ် state လေးတစ်ခုရပါတယ် setting တစ်ခုလုံးကိုလည်းမှတ်ထားပေးတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီမှတ်ထားတဲ့အပြင်ကိုမူလအရောင်နဲ့ပြင်ပြီးသားအရောင်နဲ့ကိုဒီ before နဲ့ after နှိုင်းယှဉ်ပြီးတော့ကြည့်လို့ရပါတယ်အဲ့လိုကြည့်ဖို့အတွက်ကိုဘယ်ဘက်အပေါ်တောင်းမှာရှိနေတဲ့ icon ကနေပြီးတော့ပဲရွေးယူလို့ရပါတယ်မိမိနှစ်သက်တဲ့ option ပေါ့ vertical before after သုံးမလား horizontal before after သုံးမလားစသဖြင့်ဒီမှာဒီရွေးချယ်နိုင်မှုအတွက် option ပါပါတယ်
So and then you can see like these are the, and if you are keying out, you can select it, and I want to select this one. Like individual colors, either you can just pick the color and you can select it like it. This is a picker, and you can select the picker color and how you want to work. There's a 3 options when you're working on a command. This is the picker tool. You have to take the picker tool and you have to adjust in a curve. You can, that will be easier. So these are the major 3 tools that you work on using to select the footages, and you have to check back your old footages. Like I want this kind of tone just used to, and this is like fit with, and just want to scale down a little more. I just want a 50% more. I just want to pick the perfect color, and you can zoom it how much you want. So these are the things. So just now let me keep it, and you can see the timeline. If you have a multiple timelines, when you select, I don't have time to go to the other timeline, let me go to other timeline and just going to grab the still and just come here and to the original timeline and you can use it. And this is the time code. You can see this is the source time code and timeline frame. If you want, this is like 1112 frames. Like you have different options like here, and key code and show frame number like 459. So this is a timeline frame of using time code. This the entire time, the timeline frame number this is. So normally people, you don't need to work on it. So if you're working on a time code, just let me source time code, just copy this. If you have a time code, and copy the time code and just go to the next timeline, just copy paste the time code. It will be like going like example, I'm going here, just I'm copying this time code, I'm just going here and just paste the time code. It will directly go to that particular time codes. It will be easier to work under maybe back to wherever you're working, continue, you can continue from here. So these are the tools, and you can see like when you select it, you can have bigger space to work also, but when you're working on STA monitor, you don't need to worry about it.
ညာဘက်ပေါ်တောက်မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီ shop ရဲ့ frame ရေးအတွက်ကိုလည်းစစ်ဆေးနိုင်တဲ့ menu လေးပါပါတယ်ဒီ source code ကိုလည်းဒီအရေးအတွက်ကိုစစ်ဆေးနိုင်တယ် time ဒီ shop တစ်ခုလုံးရဲ့ frame အရေးအတွက်နဲ့အခုမြင်နေရတဲ့ frame ကနံပါတ်ဘယ်လောက်လဲဆိုတာကိုပါ menu ကနေပြီးတော့ check in လုပ်လို့ရမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
Yes. Okay. These are the timelines, the clip timelines. You can see here. When you remove the clip, you have more space also. These are the timelines, which shot you're gonna work and all these things. So this is a major timelines of whatever that final timeline. So get all your short timelines over here. So it will be easier to work. Okay. And then this is the other timeline that you can use the track timeline, which track you are and which second you were, and you can see it here and drag it. And this is the both options you can see here. So and then can you see this is the major tools for color grading things. So you can see like different icons over here. So one is like camera. So this is like camera setting, because we already gave the camera settings over there, and we're gonna revert it back. And project setting, so whatever we say setting in camera, so we can individually also we can set the clips. If you are working on multiple shots in different lighting, so you can adjust it here. Like let me go for the project, and let me I told you about the F flat. So F flat is just try to like control the things, white things, maybe like you can like get more information on the footages to work, get the more input. So you can see, so it's a master setting for the only for the clip, not for the project. So now you can see like you can get your good information in log. So example, I'm gonna just add little more contrast in this itself. Can you see? You can work, but it's particular depends upon the shot how you work, and you have to work on this. Obviously you no need to work on it, you can go for the directly color of Davinci colors, and you can work on it. And this is only on a red setting, so it is only on a red setting. So these are the like you get your convenient setting for that. So if you want to like the easier one, so this is like you can see like reset, I'm telling it reset. This is a shooted footage, and this is like reverted footage. Sorry.
အခု selection ရွေးထားတဲ့အကြောင်းပြင်မဲ့ clip အတွက် setting ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဒီ timeline တစ်ခုလုံးအတွက် setting မဟုတ်ပါဘူးတစ်ခုချင်းစီမှာပြန်ပြင်ပြီးတော့မှ reset လဲပြန်ပြီးတော့ရွေးချယ်လို့ရပါတယ်
And these are the same setting you see in the camera setting also. So make sure this is only for the individual clips, not for the timeline. This setting is entire timeline will change according to whatever you keep the settings. So next is color match. So normally when you are shooting in films, they match the colors according to lighting. They'll take the color pattern. So with this lot of color checker is there, and with this device they will take it, and then with that color they will come to post, they will match that color. So according to that color, the entire timeline will be, entire shots will be like whatever you shoot in a live, the same color values metadata will come along with that. So for this purpose they will use this one. You can they would have different settings. They would have seen like, so let me see, like red gamma 4 and see target is they keep this color profile in this devices, so it will be easy, match the color, it will be easier. So now we don't have that color settings, so just we're gonna reset that. So we don't have that input with us right now. So next is color wheel.
ဒုတိယတစ်ခုကတော့ color match ဖြစ်ပါတယ် second
Yeah, third it's
color match ဖြစ်ပါတယ် color match ကတော့ဒီအရောင်ပြင်တဲ့အခါမှာကင်မရာတစ်မျိုးစီကနေလာတဲ့ shot တွေရှိနိုင်ပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီ shot တစ်ခုချင်းစီကဘယ်လို setting နဲ့ပဲဝင်လာဒီ color match ကိုအသုံးပြုမယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အလုံးတပေးညီအရောင်ပြန်ညှိပေးလို့ရမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဒီအတွက်ဒီရွေချက်နဲ့ color match ကိုအသုံးပြုဖို့ထားပေးတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်တတိယ session ကိုဆက်သွားအောင်ပါ
and next is color wheel. So these are the color wheels that you can see. In the first class we see about the color wheel of lift, gamma and gain and offset. So you see like primary color wheels. So these are the used for primary colors. So in this only you have to make like a window, and you have to do secondary colors and you have to adjust it. And this is log content. So I'll show you what is the primary color will do and log color will do. So log color will you see like shadow, midtone, highlight and offset. So I'll go to the primary. So this you see it will reduce your black points it completely. Can you see it reduces completely? So and lift is used for blacks to control, and gamma used to control the mid level of the shot. So mid level of the shot, and gain will control like brightness of this. It's a complete brightness. You can see that how much brightness I am reducing it. So this is the gain will. The offset will the entire shot try to crush it. So these are the color wheels, and will do the major works. And you can see the color wheels of the colors, like previous in the beginning class we told about the color wheels, which are the major colors: red, green, blue. So RGB like. So and second is magenta, cyan and yellow. So with this mixture of colors we have to play around with color grading. So you can see like pick over here, you can select the color values, how much color values over here, and you can, and you have 1 2 3 pages are there. So you can say one is like you can adjust the contrast level, and you can increase the saturation level. So why change means because reset it. So I apply this. So let me apply this one first. So already we have done. So because the shot doesn't look good right now, so let me go for the project clips. You can adjust in project clip also, like you can give a reset, or otherwise you can adjust it in here itself. Let me adjust it here itself.
အခု project လေးမှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ရောက်နေတဲ့ session က color wheel ဖြစ်ပါတယ်။ညာဘက်က menu မှာဆိုရင် primary wheels ကိုရွေးထားပါတယ်။ primary wheels ကိုရွေးတာနဲ့ log ကိုရွေးတာမှာ option တွေရဲ့ကွာခြားမှုရှိပါတယ်။ primary wheel မှာတော့ဘယ်ဘက်အစွန်ဆုံးက lift ကဒီ shot ရဲ့ black pixel တွေကိုပြင်နိုင်တာဖြစ်ပြီးတော့ gamma ကတော့ဒီ middle ဒီမဖြူလုံးမမဲလုံးနဲ့ pixel တွေကိုပြင်မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်။ gain ကကြတော့ဒီဖြူတဲ့ရောင်စင်းရှိတဲ့ pixel တွေကိုပြုပြင်မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်။ offset ကတော့ဒီခုနပြောတဲ့ level 3ခုလုံးအဖြူအမဲနောက်အလဲအလက်စတဲ့အရောင်တွေကိုပြင်မှာပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်။အောက်ဘက်မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင် contrast ဒီ saturation စသဖြင့် slider တွေကိုကစားပေးလို့လည်းရပါတယ်။ contrast ကလည်းဒီပုံရဲ့အဖြူအမဲ pixel တွေကိုကိုစားပြုပြီးအရောင်တင်ပေးတာဖြစ်ပါတယ် saturation ကတော့အရောင်သွေးကိုအဓိကပြင်မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
So this is the log file. Just normally some people they'll use the LUT so to convert the log file into linear. So just I won't convert, just let me make myself. I'll just how beautiful it looks. So I'll save that one. I'll have my own setup, own settings for me. So these are my own settings. So just I'm gonna grab this. So I'm just gonna keep it over to every shots. Just either you can go to the shot, like you can see, and you can apply it, and you can, it's a base grade color correction for instead of using LUT. So you can have this base thing to before going for color grading. So you'll get here the information of the color because we are working in our log right now. So you get the base color. So and then we're gonna start working on a primary colors and secondary colors. So like this we'll be working on it. So these are the tools that we're gonna use that, and with the gallery thing. So let me show you how the color bar is just similar to color wheel. So what I'm doing here, so it's similar, this you can do it over here with individual things, individual colors, and you can play around individual ones. So these are same like similar color wheels. Now I'll show you the log content. So when you see like shadow, midtones, highlight and offset. So in a previous color wheel, in a primary color wheel, when you adjust the reduce the black, it will reduce entirely like this. But in a log, it reacts differently. So can you see that? Can you see here? Only it's not, when you are adjusting, only the black portions will be like affected here, and you can see like midtones means you can, I've said midtones only will affect here, and highlights means it will only highlights will affect here. So log them will, can you see the behind the here? So you can see it here. So it will be like you can adjust it how much depth you want to keep it. So for the log things, so midtones is just try to increase your mid values how much you want to. It reacts like an differently. So let me show when I'm my primary grade, and then I'm gonna work in like my base grade, and then I'm just gonna add one more layer. So let me show you how that reacts is. So you see that black points how much. So I need like a lot of information and a little more facial information. So look at here, can you see? So how much facial information I am getting it. So I'm just increasing little more white, little more black, and I'm going to increase overall little more. So can you see like little more boost colors I can get? I can play around with more colors with this. Maybe you can adjust the color in here also. Like I don't want too much red on our face. Let me reduce some red on yellow on that. Can you see? These are log things. So a little bit greenish is there. Let me reduce a little greenish. Okay. Can you see? This one log will react, or log kind of footage will react it. So this all like majorly when you're working on the footages, depends upon a shot, you have to work on it. So just we need to like practice it. These are the tools, the major tools for the primary thing. So log is just to make a beauty of the shot at the end. So maximum try to work on primary color wheels. So get the footage like beautier, and then after that you can use the different settings on that. So let me come to the other shot. So this is like, I'm going to reset everything, and other bar is like, I forgot to say, sorry. There, so you can see like 1 and 2. This is like contrast, pivot point, and saturation, hue, and Luma mix. So contrast is like just increasing the contrast. So whether contrast is like whether, just let me show you in
ဒါတော့ဆရာရှင်းပြသွားတာကဒီအရောင်ဒီစိတ်ကြိုက်ပေါ့နော်ဒီ color wheel ထဲမှာ primary wheels ကိုပဲရွေရွေ log ကိုပဲရွေရွေမိမိစိတ်ကြိုက်ဒီပြင်ပြီးသားအရောင်ကို viewer ထဲမှာ right click ကနေပြီးတော့ grab stay ဆိုပြီးတော့ memory ကိုဒီတင်ခိုင်းထားလိုက်တယ်မှတ်ခိုင်းထားလိုက်တယ်အဲ့လိုတစ်ချိန်မှတ်ခိုင်းထားပြီးလို့ရှိရင်တခြားသော clip တွေပေါ်မှာဒီ setting ကိုပဲ တခါတည်း apply လုပ်လို့ရတာကိုပြသွားတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ပြီးရင်ဒီပြင်ပြီးသားကိုမကြိုက်လို့ရှိရင်လည်း revert ပြန်ပြီးတော့ဒီ reset ပေါ့နော်မူလ original file ကိုပြန်သွားလို့ရပါတယ်ဒီနည်းလမ်းနဲ့ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အချိန်ပိုပြီးတော့မြန်ပါတယ်ဒီ graph table မှာ right click နှိပ်ပြီးတော့မှ apply ကိုရွေးဖို့ပဲလိုတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
So these are the parade, waveform and vector scope and histogram. So these are the RGB colors where it reacts. So example, I'm going to show you like how it reacts the contrast. Look at here. I'm going to increase that contrast like this. The pivot point will like increase like entirely like this, or it will decrease like this. So you find like this. So I'm going to use it for more for you guys. How the shot looks. So these two options is based on this color. You can see like this vector scope, how much it is. So you can see that before, after. You can see how much color depth is coming over, how much values, range of color I'm increased it, how much without burning anything. So without burning anything, I'm just getting it. So just I'm working only on contrast, not even other colors, not even leaf, gamma and gain. Just I'm working on just a contrast.
ဒီ scope လေးတွေကိုအသုံးပြုခြင်းအပြင်ဒီပုံတွေကိုပြင်တဲ့အခါမှာအရောင်ပြောင်းလဲကိုလည်းစစ်ဆေးလို့ရပါတယ်ဒီပုံမှာလာပြီးတော့မူလအရောင်မှာပြောင်းလဲသွားတဲ့အတိုင်း scope မှာဒီပြောင်းလဲမှုရှိတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မလို့ပြင်ပြီးသားအရောင်ရဲ့အခြေအနေကိုဒီ scope ပေါ်ကနေပြီးတော့စစ်ဆေးနိုင်တာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
And you can see like saturation here. You can increase your saturation how much you want. So it depends upon the shot, you can increase it. So next is U. So U is like you can change the colors of the pattern to like red to change into magenta and green. So example, look at here, I'm changing U, it's going to changing into magenta. So if I change, it comes to completely blue. It's like a different color pattern. It's not, you can play around with the color with this tool. And Luma mix. So I'm gonna come back with 50. So Luma mix is just decrease the brighter. If you have burnt things, okay, example, I'll show you this. So I'm going to just reduce little Luma mix. Can you see in the wave? So it will show you like reducing the can you see here? It's reducing little minute highlight you want to reduce in your shot, you can reduce it. Look at it, I'm just going fast and go. You can see here, you can see it in waveform also here, and how the Luma mix will work. It's reduce the only the highlight part of the shot and try to like give more beauty here to the shot. So always keep 100 when this is the final tool of this. And you can see like secondary, like number 2, like temperature, like so I don't want this like warm temperature. I'll just make like an early morning feel. Like you can like give like early morning feel and little bit of reduce that. Little bit of warmer, and you can keep like in the tint. And this is like midtones value, so it will increase your sharpen thing in the shot. You can see like here, look at it, how much sharp you can get information of the mid. But when you do like that, it's depends based on that you have to do of the shot. Like normally already they have shooted in very good sharpness, so no need to give extra sharpen for make looks ultra contrast kind of feel. So you can just keep it like whatever it is 0. And this is the similar like color boost, similar like saturation. The saturation will give entire colors of the footage, but color boost gives particular colors, increase the particular colors to boost, not the entire footage. So if you see like a face, like you can increase a little warmer. So I don't want to like too much on a face, let me keep some dry look. So you can reduce little, like I don't want to be like too much dry. So too much like this you can keep. I have a different color tone, you can keep it, and it will be nice. That depends upon the entire movie to watch the mood of the film, like it's a sad feeling. So and this is shadow. So I don't just want to reduce the little shadow part. So either you can do it in here, but you can do it minutely, like only the shadow parts will take, not the entire thing. So I'll show you that exactly. So if you see here, it will take entire shot in a vector scope. You can see the entire shot will in a waveform. You can see it here. You'll see here like entire shot will come. So we don't want the entire shot. So we need a particular little more is fine, not the too much thing. Only the shadows, this shadows should reduce is fine. So you can keep it like that. And then highlights, the similar like shadow, you can increase little more, boost the highlight. It will boost entire your highlights over there. So how much you want it. So now we can, these all the tools will work for the primary grading and secondary grading. I'll come to the next one. So this is the primary grading tools that majorly we work on colors. So now you can understand log how it works and how the primary wheel works. So this one, when you are grading, I can explain this. These are like little more extra class for that to explain the waveform of the colors and how it's
ဒီကလောက်ပြီးရင်အောက်ခြေမှာရှိနေတဲ့ option တွေကဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီ shot တစ်ခုလုံးမဟုတ်ဘဲနဲ့လိုအပ်တဲ့အရောင်ရဲ့နေဟိုအစိပ်ပိုင်းတစ်ခုကိုပဲရွေးချယ်ပြီးတော့အဖြူဆိုအဖြူအမဲဆိုအမဲစသဖြင့်အဲ့လိုရွေးချယ်ပြီးတော့အရောင်ညှိနိုင်ပါတယ်ဒီ scope ကိုကြည့်လိုက်တဲ့အခါမှာ scope ရဲ့အောက်ခြေမှာဒီ preview ကမြင်နေရပြီ scope ရဲ့color တွေကဒီ0နားမှာရောက်နေပြီဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီပုံဟာတော်တော်လေးပိုအရောင်သွေးကောင်းပြီးတော့စိတ်ချတဲ့အနေအထားကိုရောက်လာပြီဖြစ်ပါတယ်အခုရှင်းပြသွားတာတွေက primary color correction အကြောင်းကိုရှင်းပြထားတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်နောက်တစ်ချိန်မှာတော့ secondary color correction အကြောင်းကိုဆက်ပြီးတော့ရှင်းပြပေးသွားမှာပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်
Next we're going to see like in this color we have like curve, qualifier and window and tracker and blur and key matte and resizing and 3D. So now we're going to see about curves. Okay, I'm going to add one more. I'm going to add one more node. So you can see, you can play around with the curve also sometimes. So you can see like how much it comes. So you can have like how much density you can have it. So just you can reduce it. To make a mode of setting, and you can see that how much curves is working, how much darker portion it working. So you can work on curves also. So let me go for a curve and I'm going to just reset it. So let me apply my master setting. So you see, you can increase the how much brightness you want, where you want. So you can have individual colors here, like alpha channels, like you can just increase the brightness only on this brightness and you can reduce the light on this, but you can do this. I just need to, you can work on individual curves also. Just I don't want red too much, let me reduce the red little bit, not too much, and you can have reduce little more extra here, and just need overall blue to be like little reduce, little increase like in between. So I just want a green to little more increase. So you can work it in this also, but majorly you can work on with this all this settings like completely you can do it. So you can individually you can also work it, and you can select this and just need red to be like little reduced over here, and little brightness you can adjust it. And these are the soft clips. This like you can if you are burning something, you can adjust the highlights and shadows like darker parts. So when you are grading it will be easier. So just to understand the tools, I'm just telling it right now. These are the curves, and in the curves you can see like different selections over here, different selections over here. So you can select U to U. So example, I'm just going to pick a picker. I'm just going to select the color. Just going to select a color and just trying to change the color into different. It's going to change the U. It's completely works on U to U, not exactly like increase U to saturation. So I just want to change this example. I'm going to change this color to different, like I just want to create. So you can change the shirt color, but you can window it after that and how you want. I don't want to be sure because in previous shots you are wearing different shirt, so you can adjust little bit of that shirt. And lot of things can be work on U1 saturation. Let me reset this. I'm going to check on next selection button, use saturation. Okay, now you can see that I'm going to select this. So this is the skin tone. I just want to reduce little more red over here, so you can see. So it will be like skin tone, pure skin tone. You can get it in a colors, not in a brightness and the shadows. And just look at it. So otherwise you want to have little more warmer, so you can keep little more colors, extra color here. So how much you want, you can see that. You can see here by percent, and you have the selection button, and you can have that, you can play around little more with the curve thing. Sorry, it's not working here. So these are the way like you can work it in this, and you can increase the saturation a little more and reduce, and you can input how much you want to use it, use saturation. So I'm going to just reset it. I'm going to show you like next one is Luma. So Luma is like, just I'm going to select this. You can select this here. It will reduce the, it will give some more in-depth details on the shot. Sometimes it keeps noisy, so you have to carefully reduce this luminance when you are working with luminance. Okay. And next, and this is a Luma saturation in a Luma West. So example, I'm just going to add a point some over here. So I'm just going to add points. So my dark part should be like full back. I don't want to be colors. So my dark and white values doesn't have colors, but when I increase colors over here, only in the mid, only in the center points, this is the entire window of this frame. So this side is black points, this and this is the white points. So you can adjust how much saturation you want. So I reduce my entire white is like full desaturated. So you can increase your entire white to upper saturation, like too much saturation increasing also. You can increase your this one also, and you can reduce the mid-tone also. It depends how you work on that. So you can see it. So it works in different way in this. Anyway, we're gonna come back and we're gonna work. Just I'm explaining the tools how it works. So for the shot, when you're doing a shot, you should be analyzing the shot and what are the important points in there and how to get that. And we'll going to see it in next class. Just I'm explaining the options what we got. Yeah. So and this is like play with saturation and with saturation, like similar like. So example, I'm going to increase the saturation over here in the dark values. You see only the shadow part it's applying the saturation, and shadow part it's decreasing. When I'm decreasing, it's look only the shadow part I'm decreased it. So when you increase the in a highlight part, you can increase this or decrease it. You can see this. I just want to center, I need more saturation, means you can use more saturation over here and there. These are the curves that you're going to play around in the while doing a color grading. So and then so this is today's class. Next class we're going to see about the qualifier, window, and tracker, and blur, and skier, and scaling. So let us finish this class. Next class we're going to start with basic grading and how the secondary qualifier will works, how the window will work, how the tracker will work. We're going to see it in next class starting from primary grading.
အခုဒီ cup ဆိုတဲ့ဒီ function ကိုအလုပ်လုပ်ပြီးသုံးပြီးတော့မှအလုပ်လုပ်တဲ့အခါမှာလို့ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီ shot ပေါ်မှာ y ဆိုတဲ့ option ကိုရွေးထားတယ်ဆိုရင်ဒီပုံရဲ့အရောင်အသွေးကိုမထိခိုက်ပဲနဲ့ပုံရဲ့အလင်းအမှောင်ကိုပြင်နိုင်တယ်။နောက် red r ဆိုတဲ့ option ကိုရွေးထားရင်အနီရောင်ကိုပဲရွေးချယ်ပြီးတော့ပြင်နိုင်တယ်။အဲ့ဒီလိုပါပဲဒီ cup ရဲ့ဒုတိယ dot ကိုရွေးလိုက်တဲ့အခါမျိုးမှာဆိုရင်လည်းပဲဒီ hue တစ်ခုဟိုရွေးလိုက်ပြီးတော့အဲ့ hue ရဲ့မျိုးစုံသောပြောင်းလဲမှုကိုဒ ဒီပြင်ဆင်နိုင်တယ်နောက်ထပ်တစ်ခု dot တစ်ခုကိုထပ်ပြီးတော့ရွေးလိုက်တယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လည်းပဲကိုပြင်ကျင်တဲ့ hue ကိုမှ saturation တင်ကျင်တာလားစသဖြင့်အသေးစိတ်ဒီ dot တစ်ခုကိုရွေးလိုက်တိုင်းမှာဒီစွမ်းဆောင်နိုင်ရည်တွေကတစ်မျိုးပြီးတစ်မျိုးပြောင်းလဲသွားတယ်ဆိုတာတွေ့နိုင်ပါတယ်မိမိရဲ့ဒီပြင်ကျင်တဲ့ရည်ရွယ်ချက်ပေါ်မှာမူတည်ပြီးတော့မှဒီ dot ကလေးတွေကိုရွေးချယ်ပြီးတော့မှဒီအစွမ်းကုန်ပြင်ဆင်နိုင်တယ်ဆိုတာကို Da Vinci Resolve ရဲ့စမ်းဆောင်ရည်ကိုဆရာကနေပြီးတော့ရှင်းပြသွားပေးတာပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်နောက်ထပ် window တွေရှိပါသေးတယ်ဒီ tracker တို့အသေးစိတ် blur တို့စသဖြင့်ညာဘက်စုံမှာရှိနေတဲ့ option တွေကိုနောက်တစ်ချိန်မှာဆက်ပြီးတော့ရှင်းလင်းပြပေးသွားမှဖြစ်ပါတယ် secondary color correction နဲ့အတူရှင်းလင်းမှဖြစ်ပါတယ်နောက်တစ်ချိန်အတွက်ကိုစောင့်မျှော်ပေးဖို့Red Radiance နဲ့ Motion Picture Institute ကကြိုတင်ပြီးတော့သတင်းကောင်းပါပါတယ်ရှင်အားလုံးကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်ရှင်
Yeah, thank you very much. See you on next class.